Welcome to our exploration of the most impactful horror movies in cinematic history. As October is just around the corner, we thought it would be fitting to kick off the Halloween season with a dive into the chilling world of horror cinema. Do you have a penchant for spine-chilling tales that send shivers down your spine, make your heart race and blood chill? Well, you're in the right place. As we take you on a thrilling journey into the world of horror cinema. In this countdown, we will be discussing 5 critically acclaimed films, each one renowned for its petrifying narrative and to leave a lasting impression. But that's not all. We're concluding this exploration with an exclusive glimpse of an anticipated upcoming release. A cinematic masterpiece is poised to significantly shake the horror genre. So get those jack-o'-lanterns ready and stay tuned for this comprehensive exploration of horror films. And don't forget the surprise we have in store for you at the very end. We begin our countdown with The Exorcist, a film that has been terrifying audiences with its chilling tale of demonic possession since the early 70s. Brought to the silver screen by director William Friedkin, it shook the foundation of the horror genre, leaving audiences shuddering in fear. Its haunting score and the horrifying transformation of a sweet, innocent girl into a monstrous entity sent shivers down spines and set the bar for the genre. The Exorcist has since influenced a multitude of horror films. If The Exorcist left you unnerved, don't go anywhere, as our number 4 pick promises to evoke even deeper. At number 4 on our list, we present to you the thrilling Texas Chainsaw Massacre. This film, a magnum opus of director Tobe Hooper, has secured its place as a landmark in the genre of slasher movies. The raw and tactile horror that this movie showcases has garnered immense acclaim. The relentless chase of its victims adds an element of ceaseless fright, making the viewing experience genuinely nail-biting. The movie draws its eerie realism from the macabre deeds of Ed Gein, a genuine Wisconsin murderer whose heinous crimes in the mid-20th century left the world in shock. Hence, if you have a penchant for horror movies laced with a touch of dread-inducing reality, this one's a must-watch for you. Brace yourself, as we are about to plunge into another timeless horror movie that you would certainly not want to skip. Keep watching. Third on our list is the intriguing The Shining. This psychological thriller, helmed by the renowned Stanley Kubrick, stands out in the genre of psychological horror. The making of this film was quite a challenge, with Kubrick's infamous quest for perfection driving the cast and crew to their absolute maximum. The unique horror element lies in its profound exploration of mental decay, which is brilliantly portrayed through the character of Jack Torrance. This, coupled with the creepy isolation of the Overlook Hotel, gives rise to a nerve-wracking atmosphere that escalates into a terrifying climax. Its memorable scenes like the Redrum, the apparition-laden Room 237, and the spine-chilling Here's Johnny have found their place in popular culture, each orchestrated with Kubrick's precise detail. This gradually intensifying horror is not merely a movie, it's an experience that leaves the viewers doubting their own mental stability. Stay tuned, because on deck, we're delving into another filmic masterpiece that will send chills down your spine. Keep guessing, it's an amazing surprise. Our second place goes to Psycho, a classic thriller directed by Alfred Hitchcock. This film has not only carved out a strong place in the history of classic thrillers with its unexpected plot shifts and the iconic shower scene, but it's also recognized for the creeping sense of fear subtly embedded in every scene. This is what differentiates Psycho, leaving audiences on edge well after the narrative concludes. The impact of Psycho on contemporary thrillers is undeniable, as it led the way in narrative techniques and visual storytelling, now common elements in the genre. By pushing the envelope in suspense and psychological horror, it set a new standard for future thrillers. As we inch closer to the highly anticipated number 1 spot, we ponder over which film could potentially outshine the legacy of Psycho. Finally, at number 1, we have the eagerly awaited Five Nights at Freddy's, a film inspired by the much-loved video game series. This movie is set to deliver a unique scare factor. It masterfully weaves together primal childhood fears and the intense drama of survival horror, assuring a truly heart-stopping experience. Five Nights at Freddy's is yet to premiere, but it promises to unleash the horrifying animatronic characters onto the cinematic universe. Instead of relying on common jump scares, this film concocts a steadily rising sense of dread and suspense, skillfully playing with the audience's fears and anticipations. The plot is projected to offer intricate storylines that unravel the ominous secrets of the cursed pizzeria. As for the grand finale, let's leave it at, it promises to glue you to your seat, right up to the last, pulse pounding. These 5 films each offer their unique brand of horror, from demonic possession and relentless pursuit to psychological terror and unexpected twists. They didn't merely scare viewers, they altered the very fabric of horror. They altered the very fabric of horror cinema. These groundbreaking films have molded the horror genre we know today. Their influence still reverberates in the movies that continue to haunt our screens. They forged the path for thrilling productions that send shivers down our spines. And now, with On the Horizon, we can only expect the future of horror cinema to be just as thrilling, if not more. So, fans of fear, stay tuned. The next wave of terror is just around the corner.